I have never done this kind of a video before, but there's always a first time to everything. In this video, I'm going to tell you my personal experience with hair removal once I came to Canada and what are the products I use because all the salons are closed thanks to COVID. And I'll also be telling you an honest review of whether I like those products or not and if I think that I should go to a salon ever again for the same service. Welcome to Bani Abroad. Let's get started with this entirely different sort of a video. So I'll quickly tell you what was the process that I followed in India for hair removal. It was simple. I went for waxing. I used once those wheat dry wax strips and those were painful. So I'm never going back to that. And now once I came to Canada, in the middle of my school year, the pandemic started and I was left with no option other than to search for something which I can do at home. And what I'm doing right now, this is really convenient. And I'll tell you towards the end of the video that when the beauty salons open here, would I go back or have I found the solution? So let's start with the first product that I bought, and that was this entire set. I was fascinated by this because this had a lot of extensions. So this is basically a trimmer with different heads. So I thought, wow, I can just do everything with this single set, and I purchased it. I got this from Amazon. I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of everything that I have here so that you can make an informed decision. So when I got this delivered, I was really happy because everything was closed and I finally had a device to work with. So holistically this worked quite well. It's painless because it's a trimmer and not an epilator. But now, since I told you that, I'll tell you the cons as well. There are two cons associated with this one. First, because it's a trimmer, it doesn't remove the hair from the roots, so they'll grow back faster compared to an epilator or waxing, and that's understood, right? The other con I would say is the eyebrow head. So this one. Now, when you braid this, you have to do it like this. I'm not operating this one because it ran out of battery and I don't have the charger anymore. When I moved, I think I lost it then, but I can still give you the demo. So I used to do it like this, but I was scared that I would trim extra hair from my eyebrow and they would look really bad. So you have to be a little careful while using this, hold it at the right angle, and then here as well. The unibrow thing I just used to plug this one, and that's it. I used to do this one. I think for all the people who are really skilled at this one, the second con doesn't count, but for me it counted. Oh wait, there's another con associated with this, and that is that your finishing touch that would not be smooth like it is with waxing because the hair are not removed from the root, right? So you'll feel when you are running your hand over your skin that it's not that smooth. So if you're concerned about that, then don't go for this one. Now, keeping this aside, let's talk about my second product. So the second product that is a little painful, so you might have guessed it. That's this epilator, but it also has a shaver extension head, so that's pretty cool. Why I got this? There were two reasons. One, to get a smoother finish, and the second, so that the hair would take some time to grow and they would get completely removed from the root. And since waxing was not an option, I know a lot of you can do it at home, but I think that's a lot of mess. And I watched a lot of videos back then, dry wax, normal wax, all of that stuff. But I thought that waxing at home is super messy. You have to get the wax strips and then heat it at the right temperature and then do it, and then some parts, I don't know how your hand will reach there, but I know a lot of people do that, so kudos to you. I thought that I'll avoid all of that, so that's why I got this epilator. So let me just quickly tell you how it works and then I'll give you my opinion on this one. Welcome to my bathroom. So let's try the epilator. This is the shaver head right now on this one, and this one is the epilator head. A pretty long wire. This one goes here. Oh. So there are two speeds. One is this one and then this. The best part is the light because unless you are doing this in natural light, you tend to just miss some of the hair. But this makes sure that you see everything clearly. And my hair growth right now is this much. So this is the area that I work the epilator on. Now speed 2. this portion is cleared now. And you saw my face. So I wasn't holding back. I did not feel any pain during the later stage. It was just those initial 10 seconds and that's it. Now let's talk about my experience so far. The first day that I used it, that was really painful. I wouldn't deny that. But now I don't experience that intensity of a pain. And the second thing is that I don't let my hair grow too long and then use the epilator, because then it's just going to take your life. It's going to hurt a lot. So make sure that when you're using this, you have an adequate growth, not too short, not too long, and then it wouldn't pain that much. And of course, with each usage, you will start experiencing less pain. Now, coming to the benefit. So the benefit is that you don't have to do this every week, since it completely removes your hair from the root. It would take a lot more time to grow than when you are using the trimmer. So this is a great investment. And you might think that this costs $30-40. I'll put in the exact price here. The salon appointment, that would be minimum $40-50, if not more, for one single appointment, and this would easily work for I think 3 or 4 years, if not more. In the long run, this is the cheapest hair removal method. The flip side is that if your skin is really sensitive, then you might not be able to bear the pain. So now that's your call. The second thing is that it might take some time, because you might have to go in an area 2-3 times to remove all the hair in that patch. Waxing is of course that you just put and all the hair get removed. So that's more efficient. But here we are talking about easy alternatives to do at home. So I think this fits perfect. I'm having a good experience with this one. But that first day, that was really painful. So don't lose hope and don't give up on the epilator, because you will experience pain on your first day. But eventually, I promise that you'll get more tolerant. Now, of course, I can't use it like this, right? So what about my facial hair? For that, this is my most recent purchase, and I have literally no drawbacks to tell you about this one, because one is that you don't get scared while doing this. You just have to lay this flat and you don't have to worry that something else will just cut off. So now we are going to try this one, and this looks pretty sleek. Open this, just pull it upwards. I've never done this in my phone camera, but okay, let's try. So, super convenient. So my experience with this has been really amazing, and then you can just do your upper lips like this and any other facial hair that you want to do. I didn't buy one with battery. Instead, I bought a rechargeable one. When you recharge it, you can do everything and it won't run out. So this is really amazing. I think I got it for $18 or $19, and I told you that one appointment, and that just for eyebrows and upper lips. Maybe you have to do your forehead also, right? So everything $5 is added, and this is the cost of one appointment. And I think again this will last at least 3-4 years. Let's see. This is worth it. I highly recommend that you buy this one. I have had no complaints and I love it. So these were all the 3 products that I have either used in the past or I'm currently using. The last 2 ones I'm currently using. First, the trimmer with different extensions, and this one. So both of these are rechargeable, but the epilator, as I told you, you have to plug in. So that's really great, and that's for the entire body, right? So you don't have to wait to recharge it again and then do the rest of the body. So I find that that's a plus point on the epilator. I told you I've tried and tested this, and it's not just that I'm advertising these. I'm not having a promo deal or everything. So you can use the link in the description without any doubts. And let me know how's your experience or any other alternative method that you would want to suggest. I told you that I'll tell you, will I ever go back to a salon for these 2 things? I would say for eyebrow, maybe once or twice in 2-3 months just to maintain the shape. But as I'll have the practice, I think I'll be able to do that on my own. So once I'm done with the shape part, then definitely no, because this is a huge lifesaver. And now for the body hair waxing versus epilating. So I would say that most of the times I'll use the epilator, but once in a while, just for the experience, and if I feel that I have to treat myself. I know that saying that you have to treat yourself when you're doing waxing, it's really painful, but still that's a long experience. I would still want to experience that once in a while, but for general usage at home and regular thing, I would still prefer the Epilator. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it was a really different experience for me. So let me know in the comment box if you would want such videos in the future. I enjoyed shooting this. I hope that you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget the bell icon as well. Until my next video, take care and stay happy. Bye.